Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different. It's going to be my everyday work makeup tutorial. I've gotten a few comments asking for me to go into detail when I do my makeup, so I decided to do a separate video just in case you're not into makeup and you didn't want to watch it in my vlog. You can watch it here. So I showed you every single product I use and how I use it. These products are my favorite, my tested, my tried, my true products that I use every single day and I love, and I've been using them for months now. Everything I use will be linked down below if you want to shop it, and if you want to see how I get my everyday work, natural, professional makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, first thing, I'm just going to clip back my hair because I know everyone hates it when I touch my hair, and I hate it too. I hate editing the video when I'm touching my hair the whole time. So the foundation that I've been using and loving, but it's not really a foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer, is this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer. And I got mine in the shade 03 Buttercream. It's a little too dark, I'm not gonna lie, but with tinted moisturizers, I'd rather them be a little dark than too light. So I just take a really small amount on my fingers and just put it on my face. With tinted moisturizers, I feel they apply the best with your fingers because they really are just like a moisturizer. And when I wear this, I do not wear my moisturizer underneath because I find it makes it not really set as well and it slides off more throughout the day when I wear my moisturizer underneath as opposed to when I don't. And this also has SPF 30, so if you're big on SPF, especially in the summer, this has 30 in it, which is a lot. Then I'll just take my Real Technique sponge and press in whatever excess is left over, just sitting on top of my skin because I don't want it just to be sitting on top of my skin. So that is the first step. And next I do concealer, and I've been using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which is such a YouTube classic. If you've been on YouTube for a while, you know this was like the #1 concealer for so long. And I still really like it for when I'm doing more light, oh I just put it right in my eye, for when I'm doing more light coverage looks. I used to solely use the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's just way too pigmented for when I'm doing tinted moisturizer because I don't want my under eyes to look completely different than the rest of my face, you know? And I feel like because I have freckles and I have so many of them right now that you can really tell that I have makeup on when I put the Shape Tape on. So that is the base. Now I'm gonna set my under eyes with the Coty Airspun powder, also a classic. And I used to bake my face, like do the whole thing, but now I'm like really lazy, so I just take it on a sponge because I feel, even though I don't technically bake my face anymore because I don't put on a lot and let it sit and then rub it all away or swipe it all away, I think the sponge still works the best for places like your under eyes. I also set my eyelids because if I don't, they get like really oily. And that's how I set my concealer. I don't bake, you hear that thunder? I better hurry up if the power goes out. Then when I'm breaking out, I will use my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation. This stuff is amazing, and sometimes I even just use it as the only thing on my face if I just don't feel like wearing this to work, especially if it's really humid and hot out in New York City. The humidity, for some reason, like my makeup is just gone the second I get to work almost. So sometimes this is better, but this is a little dark for me. It's the shade Y235. It's a little on the darker side. I do want to get a lighter shade, but what I'll do is just take the sponge it came with and set areas of my face that either are broken out or that the makeup goes away really fast. So my chin area is somewhere where the makeup will just fly away, and just my T-zone I get pretty oily as well. But I don't use that much product, again, because it's kind of on the darker side, so I don't want to look like 5 different shades. And that's it for foundation. Pretty good coverage, not too much product. It doesn't feel like anything, which is what I like. I don't like feeling like I have makeup on, and I don't like looking like I have foundation or concealer on. Next up are my eyebrows, and so many of you guys always ask me for a dedicated eyebrow tutorial, so here we go. The first thing I do is just put them into the shape I like with this spoolie I got from e.l.f. I think the biggest part of the reason my eyebrows look good is not because of the product I use, but because they're shaped in the way that I want them to be. So my eyebrows have gone through many phases, and they used to be like literally completely flat, and it was so ugly. But over the years, I've just grown them out and reshaped them into nice arches, and that's it. I don't get them waxed or threaded or anything. I just pluck them myself. But for product, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde, and I use this little brush I got from Essence, and it was $3. The first thing I do is just, I can't do makeup tutorials. The first thing I do is go along the top of my eyebrow, and then I do the tail, because that's where I want the most product, is the tail and the top line, because that's where it's more sparse. And then I go back in, and when I dip my brush in here, I wipe it off on the sides because I don't want a lot. If you go in with too much at once, that's when it starts to look a little crazy. I feel like I should just zoom you in. So for the front part of my brow, I just take whatever is left over and I just go like that. I just, what's the word? Like fling the brush upwards. And I'm not even kidding, that's all I do. Then I just brush it through again to make sure there's no clumps. But the trick is just to use the least amount of product possible. But the pomade is my favorite because it literally doesn't move. If you didn't wash your face, it would stay on your face for like a week straight. I do set my eyebrows in place, and I use the Essence Make Me Brow, which is like a knockoff of the Benefit Give Me Brow. It's just a tinted brow gel. I do this because I want my eyebrows to look a little bit more natural and hairy. So for mascara, I always use Essence Lash Princess, and this video isn't even sponsored by Essence. I just love their stuff because it's so inexpensive. But I put a few coats of this on my lashes. I really feel like it wakes my eyes up and makes them look more alive. So that's it for mascara for now, and while my mascara is drying, I'm going to go in and do some bronzer. So right now I've been loving this Marc Jacobs Tantalize bronzer in shade 106. Tantalize? I think it's called the Omega bronzer actually, but it's this huge white compact, and I love this bronzer. And I always use the Morphe M527 brush. I take a little bit and I do my forehead first. I feel like the bronzer that you put on your forehead is really what makes you look naturally tan, because when you're out in the sun, this is the area that would get tan or sunburnt first. And then I take more and do my cheeks. I don't contour, so I'll contour from like going out at night or something, but for everyday purposes I do not, and I just kind of slap it on wherever I want. This is like the worst makeup tutorial you've probably ever watched, but I also really love this Benefit Cheek Leader Bronze Squad palette. I really love this. You get 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and a highlight. So if I had to say, if you wanted to buy one or the other, I would buy this. I believe this is like $40-ish, and I believe this is $60. But you get way more product and versatility in here, and if you're traveling, this is the only thing you would need. But for blush, I use the Gold Rush blush, and I just take a little bit of the coral one, which is Coralista, just a little, and I pat it into my cheeks. I don't like to swipe it because this brush is pretty dense, so if I were to just like swipe it back and forth, I'd probably mess up my foundation. And for highlighter, I use the highlighter Cookie, which also is in this palette, and the brush it comes with, and just do my cheekbones. I honestly don't even need highlighter in the summer because when I get sweaty walking to work, it's just kind of like natural highlighter, but I do it anyways. And then I just put whatever's left over on my eyes. And that is literally everything I do for my face makeup. It's what I feel the most confident in. It's so quick. It literally takes me like 8 minutes in the morning to do. It lasts all day at work. It's very natural. Now usually I would set my face, and you guys know if you've been watching my videos for a while, I've used this Too Faced Hangover primer for years now, and I always say it's like hairspray for your face because it really just locks everything in. I absolutely love this, but I have literally like a week left in here about, so I'm not going to waste it on a Saturday where I'm not doing anything. So I'm not going to spray that, but you can just imagine me spraying it on my face. As for lips are something I switch up every single day. I'm not really particularly tied to one product. I have a range of different products that I switch through and that are like my tested, tried and true things, but I switch it up every day. So today I'm going to wear my Bare Minerals liquid lipstick in Wink. I love this color. It's the perfect pink nude for me. Whoa, that's really white. And this just looks really weird right now to me. It's like very, very pale. So I'm just going to add this Beach Babe lipstick by Tarte on top of it because this is like way too light. And that is my everyday work and not work makeup. I really do wear this pretty much every day. If I'm wearing makeup, this is exactly what I'm wearing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. I will link every single thing that I used down below so you can easily shop the products I use and love, and that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you aren't, and I'll see you again in my next video.